What's up, guys? It's Edricdale Silla here for a new review for y'all. For guess what? One of my most anticipated movies of this year, Furious fucking 7. My biggest guilty pleasure of all time. There is no franchise in the history of Hollywood that gels campy with destructive fun, silly characters in a better way than this franchise has. Just how much do I love this franchise? Why don't you just come take a look with me in my nerd vault really quick? Come on. I have every single movie on Blu-ray, it has to be Blu-ray, and each one I've watched at least 20 or more times. And then you have shit like this, Steelbooks, Fast and Furious 6, and this one's special, why? Because this is not from here. Manifested in the soils of London, actually. I had this special ordered. That should say enough, okay? Yeah. And then, of course, there's this. Yeah, that is me and my girlfriend at the Furious 7 trailer launch event that happened in November 1st. Oh, do you feel that? Do you feel the nerdom burning into you? Does it hurt? And I ain't done. Oh no. Because I tried my very best to get an early screening of this film. I had me and my girlfriend going around every website trying to figure out any contests, every single advanced screening website to see if they were giving out anything. And we entered. Fuck yeah! We got one, baby. March 31st, and that is tomorrow. I'll be watching an advanced screening of Furious 7 at Universal's City Walk. Just goes to show that hard work, dedication, and bribing your girlfriend with sushi works, okay? It works in life. If you don't know, Furious 7 has a new director on the wheel, and that is James Wan, who is known normally for horror films, such as good ones, by the way, Insidious and The Conjuring, but this is the first time that he's sort of going with the action genre. So I guess we'll see, but I'm hearing great things. And then there's the insane cast. Are you ready? Let's go. Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Jason Statham, Michelle Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, Dwayne Johnson, Lucas Black, Kurt Russell, Natalie Emanuel, Elsa Pataki, Tony Jaa, Javon Anzu, Ronda Rousey, and Azalea. As for what it's about, if you haven't seen the end of 6, Jason Statham is the brother of Owen Shaw, who was the villain in 6, and now he is back to exact revenge on the team, and that's kind of really it. But who cares? That's all we really fucking need. What are we doing? Because what we're here for as the fans and what you guys should expect and what I think I'm expecting is just vehicular mayhem all over again. Just the what creative things can they do to a car this time? Like, that's really all I'm ever expecting anymore. And of course, kick-ass fights with freaking the biggest men in Hollywood and just over-the-top action, man, because that's what this is about. Oh, and then also the biggest question I have is, how is Lucas Black gonna fit into the rest of the series? Lucas Black, of course, plays Sean Boswell, who is the star of Tokyo Drift. Lucas Black is signed up for future installments, so I don't know. Anyways, that's something else that I think we need to be excited for and see how they're gonna deal with it. Anyways, guys, that is it. I can go on for freaking years about this, but we gotta get to watching the movie. You guys ready? Paul, I didn't know you, but you seem like an amazing guy. This one's for you. I'll see you guys right after the jump.
Yay, she made it. Woo! With a shirt, baby. I am racing back to my car because I can't take you guys in and this camera, or else I'm gonna get freaking kicked out after 5 hours of waiting, so.
Guys, Fast and Furious 7. Here we freaking go. I'm gonna have a review right after the jump. See ya.
Whoa! No, check it out. We're in the parking lot. I thought it was appropriate for our Furious 7 review. We are back, and I am joined by my girlfriend. Say hi. What is your name, Miss?
Hello. My name is Keasha Nicole. What's up?
Right. Let's just start with the bow tie scores already. Let's go. What do you give Furious 7?
3.5.
3.5 out of 5. Okay. I'm gonna give this one, and this might be a little bit of a shocker, a 2.5 out of 5. 50%, not bad. But yeah, clearly not the exciting response that you might have felt I was gonna have.
This is the first one that has really disappointed me. Everything else before this has like really grabbed me in some way, but this one was the first time I just felt so disappointed.
Action-wise, it just wasn't. It wasn't there for me in terms of creativity and the same sort of fun pacing that the other ones had. And they also, the way that they were transitioning in between the action scenes felt less organic. Like it was just like, oh, let's go. Like we're in the mountains. Okay, Abu Dhabi. Okay, let's go. However, I will say that my favorite action scene, if anything, which I thought was still executed awesomely, parachuting the cars out of the plane, and then the bus fight, amazing.
Kept me off my freaking seat, and I was panicked.
It was
the whole time.
Yeah, it's
impressive. Oh my god, how did they do that?
Yeah, that whole sequence was freaking amazing and just brilliantly orchestrated. And then keeping it building off of that, where you see the cars sort of going through the trees and into the trees and smashing. I mean, it was just so well done. And then moving on to the final set piece where they fight it back in Los Angeles. It has our heroes going through the streets and fighting these two drone airplanes, pretty much, just fighting, or one drone and one huge chopper, basically. They spend about maybe 1 minute discussing what the final plan should be. 1 minute. And they're like, okay, yeah, that's the only thing we can do. And then they cause fucking havoc through the streets of LA. And for no really good reason other than we need some choppers at the end of this film and we need to shoot them down. That's boring,
you
man.
don't need a chopper and a drone.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Two choppers, again, forced. It was just to split up the action. The longest sequence ever. It's just, holy crap. That was 30 minutes of just going around the city trying to shoot down their cars. It's just oh my god. That's when it felt like Transformers for me. Over long of the same shit, explosions just for the sake of it, What I will say was the best part of the action in general were the hand-to-hand combat scenes. I thought those were freaking awesome. Lots of hand-to-hand in this one. Between Shaw and Toretto, Shaw and The Rock and Brian and Tony Jaa. Those were really excellently handled and just shot really well, and you really felt the hits in this one. And yeah, definitely a lot better hand-to-hand combat. I would say definitely watch it for that. Really what happened, I think the film started off really well. As a whole, it started off really exciting and funny. And then after the bus going over the cliff, it really just went down for me there. Why did you like it?
Probably because I'm biased. It's my favorite franchise ever.
Right, so you have that little bit of a bias there.
Yeah, it's attachment.
Well, how about this? Why don't you, in your list of best Fast and the Furious films, where would this stand? Because for me, obviously, it's the bottom one. It's definitely the weakest by far.
It's probably the same.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, for you, it is it's somewhat the weakest, but you still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. For me, it was the weakest, and I did actually not enjoy this.
My half star was for the ending.
Oh, the ending? Oh yeah, let's talk about the ending. You're talking about the Paul Walker sort of mini send-off, right?
Yeah. That's the only reason I gave it 3.5.
I mean, we all saw that sort of coming and how they were going to handle that.
It totally made me bawl.
It's not like some sort of big reveal or something like that. It was much more sentimental.
It's very well blended into the movie.
Yeah. And speaking of blending, the CGIing with the brothers and what scenes they were in, I could barely tell.
Ditto.
I couldn't tell when they were doing it, which is obviously a hands up to them. The only real time was actually at the very end.
Yeah, the very end.
Where it gets a little bit wonky.
Too close.
You won't even notice it. It's negligible, and they did a great job with that. Oh, and by the way, Sean Boswell, it comes back for a very, very short time. It was a simple cameo. He's just there for a split second. Did you watch Tokyo Drift? You asked me if I watched Tokyo Drift.
I don't know their names.
Sean is the main dude in Tokyo Drift.
The one who replaced Paul Walker?
Whoa.
Well,
hold on
technically,
there.
that was.
What are you?
No.
He's not replacing
No, I
nobody,
mean, that's-
especially Paul Walker.
That's
Missy. And I want to talk a brief moment about the new characters, especially Kurt Russell. I thought he was funny.
He was.
Mr. Nobody. Yeah, he has this charismatic sort of thing about him, playing this what is it?
Belgian
FBI
ale.
or something? I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what organization he's from. I don't really give a shit. I don't think it matters. And then of course Digimon Hansu.
He's a useless bad
He
guy.
just keeps saying, "What? They got away? What? Follow her. Shoot her. What? What? Fuck. Shit. What? What? You missed?
They should totally make a meme out of that.
Like, Jesus. Yeah, we're missing them, man. We're in a chopper. We're missing cars on the fucking street. And then, of course, we all got excited about Jason Statham. And then again, in this one, they start out with him. And he has a lot of dialogue. And he's sick. And he's badass. And you know he's going to, he's merciless. Again, second half of this goddamn thing, he barely talks. He has very little dialogue again.
He
He talks with his fists. His main thing is to kill Toretto. Actually, eventually, it's like he doesn't even bother to kill anybody else. He doesn't give a shit. He just wants to kill Toretto. He pops in every set piece. That's once. That's it. Pop in. Jason Statham. They deal with him. He's out. They go to the next set piece. They do their shit. Again, he goes in, and then he's out.
Hold that thought.
Jeez. Hands to James Wan, though. It was an immense hurdle to go over Paul Walker's incident. It's obvious that James really tried, and a lot of it was really great. Honestly, the beginning really had me. Honestly, it really, really was good. And I think the latter half just sort of fell off. And I hope that the next round, if it goes to James, or I don't know who it's going to, if they can just sort of get back on
track.
At least trying to make it less campy, like super just action.
I think it's really just
I
because
hope
of the incident. I think so.
So guys, obviously, I'm quite disappointed with this. I would say that if you're in it just for the action and you really like Transformer-ish action and not really what Fast and Furious action used to be like, you could still probably find this enjoyable. But for me, it's a real step down on the ladder in terms of the rest of the series, and I hope that they don't continue on this path. And yeah, 2.5 out of 5 again for me.
3.5 out of 5 for me. I still have hope, so I feel like there's just an obstacle that needs to be passed, and that's pretty much it for me.
Guys, that is our review. Thanks for watching and sitting with us on my car. My ass hurts like freaking crazy right now, and so we need to go. Yeah, we did this thinking this was gonna be awesome, and it is hopefully for you guys, although I've been moving this really crazily. I will see you guys at the next review. Thanks for watching again. See you guys later.
Peace.